sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts event exclusive color edition Dragon Ball Super Golden Frieza. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So we do kind of get the basic looking style box. It just has a different design to it because of course it is an event exclusive. So we do get the window right there in the front of the box, and on the window white does the SH Figuarts Golden Frieza event exclusive color edition. On the right side we do get a black and yellow image of Golden Frieza. Then we do get the Tamashii Nation's quality sticker, Funimation Toy Animation event exclusive, warning, blah blah blah, Dragon Ball Super Tamashii Nations and Bandai. Jeez, that was a lot to say. And then here is the bottom of the box, another image of the figure in black and yellow. Here is the top of the box, not much going on there. Another black and yellow image of the figure on the one side. Then the other side has an actual image of the Golden Frieza figure, and then the back does show a bunch of cool poses you can get the figure into, along with some of the accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure over to take a closer look at this character who never lets up on trying to be Goku, even though he will never succeed at it, which is something he just doesn't get. Alrighty, to get a closer detailed look, and Tamashii Nations did a beautiful job on this repaint with this Golden Frieza here. It's the same exact figure, just painted a little more of a lighter gold compared to the other one, which is a more darker gold, and I believe this is more accurate to Dragon Ball Super, and the paint just looks fantastic. I love the original one, and this one I love just as much. The gold paint looks fantastic. I love that dark purple paint as well, and the more pale purple is a different color compared to the original as well. I'll show you that in a little bit. And he doesn't have the random circle on his back this time. The face sculpt looks great, paint nice and clean all throughout it on the head sculpt there. Like how we got the black in the ears and everything. And then this chest piece is a separate piece which is on a ball peg, so you can articulate that around, but the paint looks great on that. Very nice sculpt detail all throughout the torso and the arms there, as you can see. I mean, it's the same figure, so you know what you're getting into, just a different paint job. And it does still have that two-tone gold on it. Like the torso and the head is more of a brighter, and the arms are a little bit darker. Same with like the crotch area and the thighs and stuff. But I like these purple pieces on the shins. We have them on the forearms as well. The tail looks great. It's very nice sculpt and paint work. Paint's nice and clean all throughout it, and then the feet look pretty good too. Nice sculpt and paint work as well. And then we do get some nice sculpt work on the bottom of them. But overall, Tamashii Nations really did do a fantastic job with this repaint of Golden Frieza, and I think I might like this one a little bit more compared to the original, and they definitely could have done any better of a job repainting it. But anyway, let's continue on. Alrighty, so here's a quick side-by-side comparison of the San Diego Comic-Con repaint Golden Frieza and the original. Now, can you tell which one is which? I'll give you a second to think about it. Alright, that second's up. So this is the San Diego Comic-Con one. As you can see, it's more of like a pale gold and a little bit lighter, and then this is the original on the right, which is much more of a darker gold, especially on the thighs and on the arms right there. Much more of a darker gold compared to this one here. And like I said, I believe this one's more accurate to Dragon Ball Super, but they're both the same exact figure. It's just a different paint job. Even the purple on the hands, the feet, and the front of the face are different. Same with these purples. This one's a lot darker compared to that one there. Not much difference on the back besides that circular thing on the original one there. But like I said, I think I'm leaning more towards the new one here, which it always seems to be like that. I always like the newer one a lot more compared to the original, but I do like the more lighter gold and the darker purple and stuff on this new one here. But either way, it's a win-win situation, whichever figure you get. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we really don't get a whole bunch included with this Golden Frieza, and that was an issue a lot of people had with the original release, and I feel like they could have added a few more things this time around. Yeah, I know it's an exclusive, it's only just a repaint, but they could have added a few extra things with the figure. But what we do get 4 interchangeable head sculpts. And starting on the left, we do get the basic stern face, which is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging. Then next to that one, we do get the smirking, smiling type face, and those two are definitely my favorite. Then next to that one, we get the laughing type face, and then finally we get the yelling, screaming face, and those are all great facial expressions for Frieza, and yes, they are the same exact ones as the original, but we get some excellent sculpt and paint detail throughout all 4 of them, and it's very easy to swap them out. I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And swapping the heads for Frieza is basic for SH Figuarts. I did run into one issue though. Sometimes when I try to pop the head off, the neck joint, or the neck comes off the lower neck joint and pops off with it. So I got to keep my thumb on the neck and see if that works, and it pops right off. So that's one little minor issue there is with the figure that I did not have with the original release. All you do is just pull up to pop the head off, take a new head sculpt, get that on the ball peg, and then there you go. As simple as that to swap the heads. We do get the 4 interchangeable heads or faces, and then we also get his tail, as you already saw, and they did a nice job with it, just repainting it pretty much. Like I said, it's the same exact figure as the original, and it's very easy to get it on FRIEZA. All you do is just peg it into the back of the figure, and then there you go, as simple as that. So we do get the tail, and then we finally get 5 alternate hands. And starting on the right here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which do come on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do get a pair of open palm blast hands, and then finally we do get the pointing finger hand, but in FRIEZA's case it is the death beam or death ball hand. And we do get some very nice sculpt and a little bit of paint detail on the fingernails there, and they are very easy to swap out as well. But anyway, that's all the accessories included with this Repaint Golden FRIEZA. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Lord FRIEZA. To the very top of his head, it looks like he stands about 4.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Resurrection F Final Form FRIEZA, the original Golden FRIEZA, the 2.0 Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and the 2.0 Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And as you can see, he's the same exact height as the other FRIEZA figures. And then here he is compared to a bunch of the other SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectible Smoke, the SH Figuarts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mifex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation of Lord FRIEZA, and it is the same exact figure as the original, so you are going to get the same exact articulation, which is fantastic. On this Golden FRIEZA, so we do have 2 points at the neck. The upper neck joint is a ball hinge, but you can get FRIEZA to look up about that much with the upper neck, and then looking down, it does look down decently. It's slight pivot up there, and then of course it does swivel. The lower neck here does go forward better than going back. Really doesn't go back any further than that, so you can't really get them to look up any further, but you can get them to pretty much look directly down. You do get a pretty good pivot at the lower neck, and then it does swivel as well. It is just a ball peg at the lower neck there, so combining both joints you get some very nice head and neck articulation. This piece on the chest is on a ball peg, so you can swivel that and move it around a little bit. And then we do get a point of articulation at the torso under the chest and then at the waist. So the torso here does go forward and back decently. Pretty good pivot, and then you do get swivel as well. The waist goes forward and back a tiny bit. So with both joints, he crunches forward pretty damn good, and both joints goes back decently. You do get a little bit of pivot at the waist, and then you do get swivel there as well. So nice movement combining both those joints. Then the tail is on a big ball hinge right there, so it does hinge up and down, and it can swivel where it connects at the tail and where it connects at the body. Then the arms here, we do get a very nice shoulder joint here that you can move the arm in a circular motion. Love that point of articulation. Then the arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that is awesome. They do go up and down. We do get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that do bend in all the way. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel and hinges back and forth. So excellent movement throughout the figure so far. And then the legs here, they do have the drop down leg joint, so it does drop down a tiny bit to avoid paint rub on the crotch and thigh piece there. So FRIEZA can kick forward 90 degrees, which is dope. Goes back about 45 degrees. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and I don't think he can. And he almost can, actually, just shy of 90 degrees, so great leg movement with FRIEZA. Then we do get the hip swivel, double jointed knees that do bend back all the way, and then the ankles here are on a ball hinge, so they do swivel. They hinge up about that much, hinge all the way down, which is awesome. And then you do get pretty much a 90-degree bend ankle pivot, so fantastic articulation throughout this entire figure. And that's another thing I loved about the original. You get some great movement with that FRIEZA, and since this is the same figure, you get great movement with this one as well, and you'll be able to get him into pretty much any type of golden FRIEZA-like poses. And I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts World Tour exclusive Repaint Golden FRIEZA. I hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, definitely have to give it an even 9. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from Agelessgeeks, so you can head over to Agelessgeeks.com. If you can't find it on there, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Tamashii Nation's quality sticker, Funimation, toy animation event, accessibility, and chupity. The original golden FRIEZA, the Tupachu Api Boomba. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. Which is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging, and then in the hoodie. Whoopsie daisy, god darn it. Which is actually fantastic on this FRIEZA. Say the damn name, damn it, FRIEZA.